So what is type 2 diabetes? Insulin is a hormone produced by the pancreas that helps shuttle glucose from the blood into the cells. We used to think that the mechanism causing type 2 diabetes was that insulin was unable to get glucose into the cell. The idea was that when insulin levels were elevated for an extended period of time, we developed insulin resistance, which made the cells less responsive to the insulin signal, so glucose was unable to enter the cells. And that would result in a buildup of glucose in the blood, which you see as high blood sugar on a blood test. But Jason Fung, a medical doctor and author of the Diabetes Code, presents another mechanism that makes more sense. He proposes that the real underlying problem in type 2 diabetes is that there is simply just too much glucose in the body and inside the cell. He says that insulin struggles to get glucose into the cell because there's already too much glucose inside. You know the saying, you can't shove 10 pounds of stuff in a 5-pound bag? Well, the cell is at capacity, so to speak, with glucose. So insulin can't let more in. It's just not possible because there's already too much there. Now, what happens when the body has too much glucose? What do we do with the excess glucose that we can't immediately burn or store as glycogen? The body turns it into fat. We convert excess glucose that can't be stored or burned into triglycerides. That's why most people with type 2 diabetes have elevated triglyceride levels in their blood, and they tend to have a higher level of body fat. There's simply too much glucose in our bodies and in our cells, so we're storing what we can, we're burning what we can, but the excess gets converted to fat. This scenario of too much glucose, insulin, and triglyceride causes inflammation levels to rise and increases the risk for several other chronic conditions like heart disease, liver disease, kidney disease, neurologic problems, vision problems, stroke, and a weakened immune system. While that sounds depressing and scary, there's actually something really uplifting that we've discovered. Previously, diabetes was thought of as a progressive condition that couldn't be cured, but that's no longer the case. We recognize now that type 2 diabetes can be reversed. And I'm going to touch more on that in an upcoming video, but if you're wondering what are the top 5 foods to avoid for people with diabetes and prediabetes, along with healthier swaps for those foods, I created a free guide that you can download, and I also include a recipe in the download to help you get started. You can grab the link for the guide and recipe in the description below this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I'd be so grateful if you could please be sure to click the thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our channel for more information on type 2 diabetes and prediabetes and how to reverse them naturally. I'll see you next time.